Hello everybody. I am out with Remi. The rain has stopped, thank goodness. It's actually a really pretty day. Leaves are starting to change. And I am out. This is actually my first time walking her. I did some sessions with her in the training room yesterday, but this is my first time out with her on the walk. Doing this all hands free. Got the long line dragging for safety, but my main focus is, will she stay in heel? Or is she going to go back to old ways and refuse to move? So to get her in heel, say the word heel, tap the tone button a couple times, gets her right moving with your leg. She'll go whatever speed you're going, whatever direction you're going in, right? I can tap the tone there. If she creates a gap, I'll at your dog in heel. Their head should be at the level of your heel. That's why they named the command that. So it's like this perfect circle next to and slightly behind your leg that they keep themselves in. If they create a gap there, you can use your e-collar. I use tone if they're lagging too far behind, and I use stem if they're going out ahead. And then the only thing that changes is your number based on what they're responding to. So she's starting to lag behind here. Watch this. I'm going to tap my tone and it moves her up. Good girl. Okay, I'm really happy with her heel. Like, this is a really nice walk. Let's see what happens if I stop. Good, I love that awareness. Good girl. All right, so I'm happy with her heel. Let's switch gears and work on her stay commands. So I'm gonna say stay and walk away, and we'll see how she does. Stay, hand signal, back up. If she tries to follow me, I would say NO and click stem and then repeat stay. Now, if I wanna get more specific, oh, what a smart girl. I was just about to ask her to lay down. And if you guys remember correctly, down was the big issue with her. She did not want to lay down at the beginning of this program. In fact, her owners had tried and couldn't get her to lay down on their own. So she's given that up to us, and she's now offering on her own without even being asked. To me, this is a dog who's trying to please and saying, what would my owners like me to do in this situation? And she's right. So her stay, I'm gonna click the stem here and say no. Stay, clicking stem here as I'm backing up, and I'm gonna dial up just a little bit. Good, stay. So to keep her stay reliable, you wanna find moments like that where she just decides to break the command, be there to correct it, and it should stop happening. This is what we do to create reliable commands that she can do anywhere and without feeling like she's always gonna break. Good girl. No, stay, clicking there. I moved from a 10 to a 14. Good girl. No, stay, found a hole. So if you're her owners and you're watching this, just know that good girl is never a release from command. I need to be able to tell her good girl, and for her to believe I'm doing the right thing, keep doing it, not that's a release. Remember, the only release is the break word or another command. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep saying that until I'm able to say it without having to correct her. Good girl, good. So every time she broke the command prematurely, I'm clicking my stem, and I'm clicking it until she's back in position. Also expect her to test new people at the beginning. So if Josh was out here, it's hard to say whether or not she would have made those mistakes, but I am a new handler to her, so she's got to test it out. Let's try the recall. The recall is the beep with the tone, which her owners did have success with. She used to follow her sister around, who is a graduate with our program. So when the sister was responding to the tone, Remi would follow. All right, so the expectation is when she hears the verbal and the tone, she comes over to me into a stay. Come, good girl, love it. She goes past me, I can switch directions, and there we've got that perfect little sit right in front of me. Okay, good girl. I'm gonna show you how I get her into heel. You're gonna say the word heel, tap the tone a couple times, and start walking. Heel. Creates a gap, tap the tone. Good. Why did she do that? I'll answer that right now. Because her motivation is to go to the house. So when I initially told her heel and started walking away from the house, she had a hesitation to go back to the house. If she would have ignored my tone, you would go to stem. Now I've got her in a perfect walk again. Overall, I'm happy because this was a difficult dog in the beginning, and she's made a really big turnaround.